All right. A lot of times we can, on the calculator, we can override a bunch of these skills that we have. But this one says which graph represents. There's several questions on the test that say which graph represents. Okay, and it gives you an equation. The problem is this equation is not in y equals form. So there is a skill you need to have. Some of you, your teacher has stressed this skill to you a lot. Some of you, like my class, I have not stressed this skill all the way. So here's what you need to know. It's basically two algebra steps. And the goal is to get y by itself so that we can type it in the calculator. The first step, we need to move the x's. So in order to move something to the other side, you have to do the opposite of whatever it says. And it goes to the other side. Bring down the 5y equals negative 15 plus 3x. We can't add these because they're not like terms. And then we have to divide by whatever's in front of y. In this case, it's 5. And then we divide all of that by 5. Then we can type this in the calculator now. So 2 steps. We have to move our x's over and then divide by whatever's in front of y. Okay, here's one for you to try. So the first step, you should have subtracted 2x to both sides. Negative 7y equals 5 minus 2x. Then divide both sides by negative 7. Okay, sometimes you forget to carry this negative over. It's the biggest mistake found. So this should be your answer right here. 5 minus 2x over negative 7. So once you have that, you can type it in the calculator. So let's go back up to this one real quick because we didn't actually finish answering the question, but we would go to the calculator, new document, save changes, add the graph, control, divide, negative 15 plus 3x over 5, enter. Okay, and then I go back here and I match it to the graph. And these two match. Okay, these two match, so there would be my answer. Okay, is there another way to do this? Yes. Okay, another way is this is the point 5 and 0 because it's on the x-axis, so the x has value. And this is 0, negative 3 because it's on the y-axis. And then I could go up here and plug these in, go to the, because every point on an equation has to satisfy that equation. So we have a negative 3 times the x value is 5 plus 5 times the y value, which is 0. And then I can hit the equal to sign minus 15. Now you can, when you're typing in here, if you're putting variables, you're wrong. You got to go to the graph to put variables. And you can see that's true. And then you would have to try another point. I would always try 2 points in there. Then you could try negative 3 times 0 plus 5 times negative 3 equals negative 15. And it should also be true. Okay, any points on this line would satisfy this equation. All right, let's see if there's anything else here. Okay, again, this is just which graph represents. This is already y equals. So you can go type it in the graph. You don't have to do anything. If y is not by itself, you have some steps to do before that. Okay, that's all I'm going to